My Flower Was Always Deadly by Nickollo Winters. The day was pleasant as the sun hit me in the face as I lay beside my beautiful Hannah. She's a night owl and stays up kind of late, not returning home till really late, which I, of course, don't really mind much. This time spent out of the house was for work, but I never knew her job. But it paid pretty well. I got up and closed the curtains, hoping that it wouldn't wake her up, but she stood in her bed, saying tiredly, but loud enough for me to hear, "Could you put my phone on the charger, please?" "Of course, love," I said, grabbing her phone and moving towards the charger, which we had in the living room. It buzzed in my hand as I went to plug it in to find a message on it. "Plans changed. The assassination needs to happen tonight." I wanted to vomit at the idea of her being an assassin for work, but it could just be a typo, right? I put her phone on the charger and went outside to the driveway. She didn't want me in her trunk, but I needed to ensure that I was right and that the message was truly a typo about agenting. I opened the trunk expecting it to be full of paperwork, but I was shocked to find a sniper with a good amount of ammunition. She also had knives that fit perfectly in different places in her hand that would keep it hidden inside, with a dress that was covered in blood. Some of the knives were covered in blood, still making me want to vomit and making me dizzy. And after a while, the scent of blood made me get sick. After a while, I closed her car and got up to go inside and woke her up, saying, "We need to talk." She sat up clearly still tired, but listened as I said, "When were you going to tell me that you were an assassin?" Her eyes widened, and after hearing me say that, she threw a knife at me, slicing my cheek, surprising me that she could be so violent. She got me near a wall, with me facing it, and slammed my head into the wall a few times, making me have to use my powers to push her away. She was surprised to find that I had natural magic abilities. Guess we both have secrets. As she tried to fight my magic, I grabbed her hands and removed the knife from her grasp. Then there was a knock on the door, which I could tell was the police with how heavy it was. I released her and went to the door to open it, ensuring that the magic held all the exits shut. The door opened and the police officer saw the mess inside and the cut on my cheek, and a tiny bit of blood going down my face. They had me follow them to the driveway, while another cop went inside. I let my magic stop, knowing someone capable was in there but midway through my talk with the police, I saw her jolt out of the house through a window. "Vincent, why are you so distracted? Are you feeling too dizzy to continue?" the officers asked, and I pointed towards her running before I collapsed down onto the pavement. A bright white flooded into my eyes as I awoke, but this place was surprisingly bright, right? Like, not just white. Am I in a hospital? I didn't think I was bleeding bad enough to be sent here. I tried to sit up and found that my shoulder hurt as I sat up. Oh, she stabbed me. That was probably the last thing that got me, but how? The nurse looked at me in shock and yelled, "Logan, they woke up." "Alright, I would like to talk to them, so please take a step out," he said as his steps echoed through the hallway and soon into the room. The nurse left as the doctor got in, and the doctor looked seemed kind of familiar. You appear to be doing a lot better than you originally were. Your condition was pretty critical, but you're seeming to be in a way better status. What happened? Who are you and what am I? I asked, leaning forward a bit and moving my arms out from behind me. Stop using them to prop myself up. I'm Dr. Locust, but you may call me Logan, since we know each other. You are in the Willow Clinic, and you were stabbed by a knife while talking to the police. The girl who threw it had great aim, and she had poison on the blade, which should have taken you straight out. Luckily, the police were there and brought you here right away. Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive, Lucas said, moving his chair closer to me and taking a seat. Can you see anything? I thought I could see, but after he stopped moving, I couldn't see him anymore, as if his movement made me able to see him. I gulped before saying, Logan, I can't. What's going on? The poison has that effect, but we could never tell if you sleep through the symptom or not. You were out a longer 2 days, a long 2 days before you woke up, so I kind of thought you slept through those effects, but at most it will last about 2-3 days. We could release you, but I don't think it's too smart to release you to go home with her out, Logan said, trying to keep a constant tap on a clipboard so I could tell where he is. I shall release you, but would like to ask that you come with me and stay under my observation. Do you give me permission to do so? I guess, I said quietly, looking at his direction as I heard him get up and turn to leave. I'll be back later, so stay here for me. It shouldn't be more than an hour. Of course. Thank you, Logan. I really appreciate this, said, hearing him walk out. Guess it explained why I couldn't see more than white when I opened my eyes. What an annoying development. Time passed by, and soon enough I heard Logan return before he grabbed me. Come now, Vincent. Work is done for the day, and you are to come with me, he said as he watched me try to stand up, but fail many times due to feeling weak and dizzy. May I carry you? Even though I couldn't see him or anything, I could feel my cheeks being warm as I said, You may. His skin felt surprisingly cold even through the fabric as he picked me up and carried me. You are rather light. Have you been eating right? He asked, as I felt his careful steps down the hall. Yeah, I lied. He doesn't need to know about my anorexia. Mm-hmm. I would like for you to eat when we get to my place, Logan said with a tad tighter grip on me, making me let out a small whimper as he pressed into my shoulder. I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to hit your wound. It's fine, I said as my shoulder felt in pain still. Vincent? Hmm? You would tell me if something was wrong, right? He asked quietly. Of course.